Dr. Piper, as a Reformed theologian, when you emphasize the sovereignty of God, how do you keep out of the trap of fatalism, especially in your preaching, your practice, and your prayer?
How do I, as a Reformed theologian, avoid fatalism? Let's see if we can put a definition on fatalism. Fatalism, I take, would mean que sera, sera. If God wills everything, then what will be, and do what you want to do, or no point in praying, no point in evangelizing. You can't have any influence on the future, or whatever. Is that roughly what fatalism would mean to you, or do you want to define it more closely?
Not so much as the looseness of it, but the logic when we emphasize the sovereignty of God is easy when you're following the 5 points of Calvin to go into that, well, what's going to be is going to be. We have the language of it when we discussed the predestination, when we discussed earlier, you quoted the scripture. They weren't of us, so they went out from us. So it would have never made any difference how much preaching they heard, how much witnessing. That doesn't absolve us from our responsibility. But needless to say, we come into this idea of what's going to be is what's going to be. How do you stay out of that?
The way I stay out of that is by being more biblical than Reformed.